we head down to Baton Rouge and say hello to Coach Brian Kelly after a very narrow but satisfying win over Arkansas. Coach, congratulations. I know you're relieved, but it gets even more difficult from here. Good afternoon.
Thanks, Paul. They're all hard. Winning's hard in college football. Look, we're not perfect. We're still evolving as a football team. I think the one thing, as you know, offensively, we have some really good players that are playing at an elite level, and we're still evolving as a defense. So we've got to shore up some things on the defensive side of the ball, but keep playing at a high level offensively. We give ourselves a chance each and every week.
Coach, before we move on to Ole Miss, I do want to ask you about what was the story of last week outside of the game, and that's the situation with Greg Brooks. Everybody coalesced and came together, and I know he was on every player's mind in that game. Can you give us any update on where we are?
Yeah, as everyone knows, Greg played for both Arkansas and then through the transfer portal, came back to the state of Louisiana where he's from, and played for us last year and was elected captain this year by his peers. And so he's so well respected. So I reached out to Sam Pittman at Arkansas, and we both agreed that we wanted to certainly honor him this weekend's game with the number 3 on our helmets as he comes back from a very difficult surgery. He had brain surgery, and they removed a tumor, which we still have not gotten the full pathology reports back yet. We're hopeful. We've gotten good reports that we're encouraged, but we still don't have a full medical report. He's making progress each day. This will be a long recovery. But again, I think everybody is looking at this as a one step at a time. And it's been an incredible response from not only the two communities, in particular, Arkansas and Louisiana, but the entire country.
Well, that's really gratifying to hear as we continue with Coach Kelly. Ole Miss Saturday night, as you alluded, it doesn't get much easier. In fact, that's about as difficult a place to go as you can. What do you take from a very difficult but hard-fought win over Arkansas into Oxford Saturday night?
Well, first of all, we showed some resolve. You know, we were down 13-3 with 48 seconds to go in the half. We came back and scored right before the half, and then took the lead in the third quarter. Went back and forth, and then were able to close the game out late. So you're looking for, these growth moments from your team, and one of them was the resiliency. We were looking for that. We gave up a fake field goal, Paul, in the third quarter, close to our goal line. Our guys could have probably given up a touchdown there, and they held and held them to a field goal. So you're looking for these things that kind of build the character of your football team, and I think some of those really showed themselves against a team that was really game. I mean, they're Sam Pittman. This is a well-coached football team. I thought Dan Enos did a really good job calling the game. I think it's a well-coached team that was, KJ Jefferson did, took care of the football, played clean. I think everybody's going to bring a fight, and they brought the fight in a rivalry game, as you know. And these rivalry games, you kind of throw out a lot of those things because they're playing with great emotion.
It's the games at the end of the month of September, which I'm sure for your team seems like an endless month, considering when it began with Florida State, and things were so bleak after that, and they feel so much different today. Can you talk a little bit about the progression from that Labor Day Eve game to where we are?
Yeah, again, I think you look at it as in its totality. We had a lot of young players, a lot of transfers, a head coach who really did a poor job, and myself, of getting them to play with the kind of competitive edge necessary in that game, and then learning really how to get this football team to play with that edge. And they're playing with the right competitive edge. We have to play cleaner. with the fundamentals on a day-to-day basis. And if not, we're going to be in dogfights each and every week. It's getting to know your team. It's really getting better each and every week. That's what this race is all about. You want to be better in November than you were in August and September. And I really believe this football team's getting better, and we're going to get challenged each and every week in the SEC.
Coach Kelly, you talked a lot about yourself in that, and it's unusual to hear a head coach critique himself. Usually the blame goes elsewhere. So I think a lot of people really appreciate your candor there. But let's talk the other side of the coin, and that's what you're pleased with in terms of what you've seen out of this football team through 4 weeks. What makes you feel better about the future?
Well, the future is we traveled 15 true freshmen to Orlando, Florida. We're playing true freshmen in prominent roles. We're playing a lot of young guys, but we're also playing underclassmen that are going to be here next year regardless. They're not going to the NFL draft. And we're playing a quarterback that's getting better each and every week. Jaden Daniels, again, for the second consecutive week, was named the co-offensive player of the week in the SEC. And so when you have a quarterback in this league that's playing at a high level, or any league, you've got a chance. And so when you have that, and you have some playmakers, obviously Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas, are guys that are very difficult to defend. And look, at the end of the day, you got to play really good defense as well. I think that defense is only beginning to find themselves, but it starts with Daniels and what he's been doing. That's what I'm really pleased with.
And he does seem, that's such a critical position, but in terms of leadership and ability, I mean, he's had a very fascinating couple of weeks here. Going on the road, obviously you've done that, and he performed extremely well in Starkville. How different is that, or is it different, Coach, in the SEC than what you had at home this past weekend?
It's a lot different, Paul. Doing it for so many years, some teams respond better on the road. I think we tend to get a little distracted at home. How many tickets do you want? What are we doing, during the week? It just seems today that these guys get a little distracted at home. I kind of like going to Tupelo, Mississippi, or Memphis, or, being on the best bus for an hour. It just focuses these guys a lot better at times. And so we're going to take this on the road. Now, it's hard to play in these opposing stadiums. Don't get me wrong. And I'd rather be in Tiger Stadium, but they do lock in when you go on the road, because you have to be locked in, especially playing at a place like Ole Miss. That's a, as you mentioned in the outset, Paul, it's a tough place to play.
No, it's funny because we were in Starkville with you guys last week, and that team came on about as hot and as fast as I have seen all year. And I'm curious, as you were talking about that, and I realized that the road is regimented. It seems like home games are fairly buttoned down, but is there any thought to reevaluating, I should say, how you handle home games?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody has a good routine in terms of what they do. I just think the external factors in terms of what people ask for and the requests, and then the comfort of being home, you kind of let your guard down a little bit. And I know for us, we've got to tighten things up even more at home, where our guys, have to come out with a even, harder edge to them. I know when they go on the road, as you know, when we're at Mississippi State, you start hearing those cowbells, you better be ready to play. And, going to Ole Miss, it's going to be a raucous crowd. The Grove's going to be full. I mean, you have to be locked in. So we just need to duplicate that when we're playing at home as well.
Well, Coach, we know your time is short, but we appreciate you making time for us here on this Monday. Everyone's fired up about this weekend, and it's such a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.